Welcome to another Smash Ultimate Moveset. Today's episode is a little different. I recently started a Patreon, which you should totally check out, and at the $10 price tier, I have the perk of suggesting video and moveset ideas. This is more or less an example of the latter. I personally am not a big Kingdom Hearts fan, but my friend Michael is, and has wanted to see Sora in Smash as much as I want Doomslayer. Also, I'm going to exploit this for marketing and Patreon, so.
Oh, that's fine. I don't know what that means, so.
So after about half a year of talking about it, we finally worked together to put together a moveset. So what's Kingdom Hearts?
That's a good question. Like, are we talking like generally or like?
Like what's what?
If I was explaining it to like a dummy.
Yeah.
All right.
Me.
So the first one came out on. It was only on PS2. It was this idea that here's a little history. I think the president of Square Enix, and I'm probably gonna be extremely wrong, so people are probably gonna yell at you for it, but
that's fine.
Like the president of Square Enix met like the president of Disney or something in an elevator, and he basically pitched them this idea that Mickey Mouse is running around to all the different worlds, saving the place from darkness or whatever.
Okay.
Because like I don't know, it's something to do with like Mickey and like I don't know, being a child's thing. They didn't want him to be the protagonist. They wanted it to be an original character, so that became Sora.
I mean, they're also very just protective of everything
Yes.
of their brand.
Not long after, I want to say like 2 or 3 years, maybe 2006, so maybe 4 years, they came out with Kingdom Hearts 2, which was a direct sequel to Kingdom Hearts 1. It basically continued the story of Sora, Donald, and Goofy as they traveled to different worlds, both Disney and Final Fantasy. Basically just tried to rid those worlds of darkness.
As much as I wish it was that simple, it really isn't.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, they basically just said, but so
after
Kingdom Hearts 2,
The first Kingdom Hearts was released in 2002, introducing the concept of the Disney Final Fantasy crossover. The primary games are action-adventure RPGs with a lot of different gameplay elements. I say primary games. As of this video, there have been 15 games in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, with Kingdom Hearts 3 being the most recent release in 2019. It's a pretty successful, if not a little divisive series, to say the least, and Sora is probably one of the most requested Smash newcomers. So, how would Sora transfer over into Smash? Sora would be mid-weight, moderately fast at about cloud speed, and most importantly, very floaty and slidey. So, back before Hero got announced, and all we knew was that there was a data mined character named Brave, and he was super slidey and stuff.
Yeah.
So that all matched up for Sora, you thought?
Yeah, so, I mean, like, obviously, you know, it all matched up. I mean,
Yeah.
you can make anything match up if you really want to, which is why I always try and be careful with, you know, like, at least I try not to get myself too excited. But yeah, the floatiness and the slidiness was extremely Kingdom Hearts, because it is, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 definitely took a massive step in terms of, like, I feel like 90% of the combat is in the air.
Yeah.
But even Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1 were very floaty. I mean, Sora, look at his feet, man. Like, they're huge. And he's just like, he jumps for so long.
Yeah.
It matched up extremely, extremely well with what, in my mind, would have made sense.
Sora's default appearance would be his base appearance in Kingdom Hearts 3. He would also come with his second form, Strike form as a red alt, Element form for blue, Blitz form for green, Guardian form for yellow, Ultimate form for white, and Rage form for black. Sora would naturally be in his battle stance, and his idle animation would go into his normal posture. His idle animation from Kingdom Hearts is actually his up taunt, having Sora put his hands behind his head and lean back with a smile. Side taunt would be putting his fingers in his mouth, making a goofy smile, and down taunt has him put a hand to his heart and say "give me strength," like his summon from Kingdom Hearts 2. As for victory screens, one would be Sora spinning his Keyblade and putting it on his shoulder, one would be locking a keyhole, and one would be pointing his Keyblade to the sky. Goofy and Donald would be great for one of these, but I really doubt we'd be seeing them. I'll get back to that later.
Not you guys. Oh!
Now let's get into the main attraction, Sora's moveset. Sora wouldn't be anything too out of the ordinary. 2 jumps with pretty good jump height accompanied by a wall jump and a limited glide, his dodge portrayed as a dodge roll, and his shield looking like Sora's guard. His jab would be a 3-hit combo based on the basic combo from all the Kingdom Hearts games, an overhead slash, forward stab, and spin attack. Things like his dash attack or grab and throws would be pretty basic with stabs and spins. Side tilt would be based on guard break with a quick attack, up tilt would be based on slap shot with an uppercut attack, and down tilt would be a slide like Cloud with slide dash. His aerials would get a little more interesting as they greatly buffed Sora's combo game, inspired by the gameplay of Kingdom Hearts. Neutral air would be Aerial Sweep, and this spin move would completely stall Sora in the air, allowing him to act again before falling. This stall would only work once every few seconds though, as to not be totally broken. Forward air would be Aerial Slam, spiking anyone who gets hit by this downward slash. Up air would also help keep enemies in combos with an upward slash that gives Sora a small vertical boost like a rising uppercut. The other two aerials are just standard but powerful strikes with the Keyblade. Onto Sora's smash attacks. Forward smash is Blitz, where Sora does a short hop forward and slams his Keyblade down similar to Shulk's side B. This would be one of Sora's strongest finishers. Up smash is Rising Spiral, a spin attack sending opponents straight up while giving Sora a small vertical lift too. Used properly, this move would tie perfectly into aerial combos. Starting to mix in more magical attacks, down smash is Explosion. This move would have orbs circle around Sora and deal a good amount of damage to anyone in range. And now Sora's specials. It seems like there's a few everyone agrees on, even if they put them in different places. Neutral B is Strike Raid, a quick ranged attack with the thrown Keyblade. This would be a great zoning tool even with the small window of vulnerability where Sora can't act without his weapon. Side B is Sonic Blade, with Sora doing a quick horizontal dash attack that can be chained into a second strike if the opposite direction is tapped at the right time. Up B is Aerial Finish, a vertical spin attack similar to other up Bs turned to the other axis as Sora combo hits enemies and finishes with a big strike sending them flying. Finally, you might have been wondering where Sora's magic has been throughout this moveset. Well, they reside here. Just like Hero, Sora would have access to a magic menu with an MP meter filled over time or by attacking. However, Sora would offer a more stable alternative to Hero's randomness, as his menu is the same every time, making his attacks a little less extreme but more reliably versatile. These attacks include Faraga, a straightforward fire blast like Hero that costs 15 MP, Blizzaga, a quicker ice blast with a much smaller radius but that slows down enemy movement for a very short time, costing 20 MP, Waterza.
What's with the magic names? Why are they all like that?
They actually start out as fire, water, cure. They start out as normal words, but then this is like the leveled up version. So you get a leveled up 1 and it becomes like fire turns into fire, like an extra RA at the end.
Okay.
And then when it gets to the super highest form, it turns into fire -ga.
Are people gonna be mad that I called it Faraga when I was recording this?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Waterza, which sends a homing water attack that deals less damage and costs 10 MP. Eroga, which creates a windshield around Sora, sucking enemies in and dealing damage, costing 20 MP. Thundaga, bringing multiple strikes of lightning down around Sora that are similar but individually weaker than Pikachu and costs 30 MP. And finally, Curaga, a powerful spell healing 15% but costing 50 MP. Last but not least, Sora's Final Smash. This is a move titled the Power of Waking, where Sora uses a beam from his Keyblade to unlock the hearts of his enemies in a quick move like Link's Final Smash. That covers Sora's moveset. Considering his similarities to other sword fighters and Square Enix reps, I don't think it's too hard to imagine him joining the battle. Now, what would he bring with him? Our stage choice for Sora is Destiny Islands, a static stage set on this pivotal location to the Kingdom Hearts series. I'm sure other Kingdom Hearts characters could easily make appearances in the background. This stage would come with a selection of memorable Kingdom Hearts tunes, Simple and Clean, Hikari, Sanctuary, Dearly Beloved, which I think totally deserves a remix, Don't Think Twice, and Face My Fears. As for Spirits and Mii costumes, we could again start to venture into Disney territory, but to keep things gaming related, I think picking the most relevant characters from Kingdom Hearts like Riku, Kairi, Roxas, and Organization 13 to name a few would be best. Mii costumes for the organization would be especially great, and even though it's unlikely, come on, a Mickey hat would be hilarious. Sora has plenty of moveset potential and an expansive series that could offer a lot to Smash. I think he'd fit right in, but what are the odds of that happening? For me, it's really hard to say, and there's a couple angles to approach it from. In terms of popularity, he's got that locked down. Sora seems to consistently come up when discussing newcomers, and seems pretty frequently requested from basically all around the world. That was enough to get characters like K-Rool in, so why not Sora? The trickier part here is what would go on behind the scenes. I won't pretend to be an expert on the matter, but it seems like every time Sora in Smash comes up, there's never a definitive answer to who Sakurai would have to work with. Disney, Square Enix, or both. I figure it would be both, because even if Disney does totally own Sora, Square is still a major part of the portrayal of that character. Both present their own issues too. Disney is not only an American company that doesn't focus on gaming, but they're also one of the biggest companies in the world. Even if they're interested, I feel like those negotiations would be weird. I think the more important concern is with Square. We already have 2 Square reps, and Square is consistently very stingy with their content. There's also the matter of competition for Sora, which mainly comes from Geno at this point, but could be expanded to consider other Final Fantasy characters, Chrono, and probably a few more. I think Sora has both the moveset potential and the popularity to make it in, but he definitely has some obstacles to overcome if he wants his spot on the roster.
Why do you want Sora in Smash?
Alright, so a few reasons. First of all, completely unbiasedly, which is kind of impossible. I don't even think that's a word. I don't think it's actually even possible for me to be not biased, but I objectively think that he would be a fantastic character in Smash. I mean, obviously, yeah, he's basically a sword fighter, but, you know, the Keyblade is different in the way that, you know, Cloud's blade is different, and it's kind of like a nice change from, you know, like a Fire Emblem sword fighter, where it's, you know, a sword. Like, I think the mechanics of Kingdom Hearts transfer over to Smash. Like, I think it would be really easy. Like, I don't think making a move set would be, you know, not to, you know, bring you down. I don't think making a move set would necessarily be hard for it.
No, yeah, like, I went through a few before I recorded anything. And there's obviously, like, there's just stuff that everyone agrees on.
Because I've been playing the series for so long, you know, I've played Kingdom Hearts 1 a dozen times. I've played Kingdom Hearts 2 like 1,000 times. I mean, that's one of my favorite games ever. But yeah, I mean, like, it's not a stretch, and you can get creative for sure. Like, it's not like it's easy, but it's also, there's so many things you could do with it. Everyone knows what Kingdom Hearts is. You may know nothing about Kingdom Hearts, but you know, like, what it is. You're like, that's that thing with the Disney characters in Final Fantasy. Yeah. Everyone knows that.
Keyblades, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, super big.
I mean, and it's not even one of those things that's like just popular in the United States.
Yeah.
It's extremely popular in Japan. It's extremely popular, as far as I'm aware, like, all around the world. He's the kind of character that you really, as a kid, you really get to connect with, because he is a kid and he's thrust into this situation where, like, he didn't ask for it. It was literally one day his island freaking blew up, and all of a sudden he's holding this key-looking thing and talking to a duck. And, like, not to say that's relatable per se, but, like,
I don't know about you.
yeah, I sometimes wake up talking to ducks, but the character of Sora, not his experiences, are what are relatable, but also the underlying themes of what he's experienced are relatable. Of people that aren't in Smash, I don't think there's an argument that anyone is determinably, that's not a word, more iconic that isn't in Smash.
Yeah.
The gameplay is fine. I mean, it's very early, you know, early 2000s. But I think your camera might have turned off.
That concludes this Smash Ultimate moveset. Let me know what you think, especially if you're an actual Kingdom Hearts fan. I'd love to know how well you think this embodied Sora. Is Sora a character you want? Do you think he has a shot? Leave it all in the comments. And again, this is sort of an example video for my $10 patron tier, where you get to suggest videos and movesets. It wouldn't be quite the same as this, but I'd probably still discuss it with you and make sure I'm not totally off base. Anyway, if you want more Smash movesets, check out my other ones, as well as my series Ready Moveset Go, and thanks for watching.